God douche, Joy Moss, Bad Boy Gaming, and in today's video, we're going to discuss the prices cards are at right now, and I'm going to predict where they're going to be at in 6 weeks on December 20th. Let's do this. So starting off with Sire of Seven Deaths. It's a great card. It's a powerhouse, but it's also a creature, dies to removal, but they got that big old pay 7 life ward on it that makes it something to deal with unless you just board wipe the thing. It doesn't get indestructible, none of that. So currently, the market value is $25.67. I'm going to go with $15 for the normal copy. And something I want to mention really quick, when you look at these prices, the foil is so much cheaper than the non-foil. That may be due to people opening a lot of collector boxes, and that's what the market has at this very moment, even though it's still a day before release weekend, a day before release. I'm not certain, but it's kind of crazy just to see normal prices superseding a foil. Then we move on to Bloodthirsty Conqueror. This is a sweet card. I mean, whenever an opponent loses life, you gain that much life. I think the thing that's keeping this card from me giving it higher praise and a higher price tag in 6 weeks from now is the fact that it's not legendary. If it was legendary, this card would probably be like a $30, $40 card because people use it in their commander decks, right? Still, it packs a powerful punch. Currently $24.99, okay? I'm going with $13. $13 in 6 weeks. Kato, Cunning Infiltrator. 3-drop Planeswalkers are a force to be reckoned with. We learned that with Liliana, right? There's other Planeswalkers. Usually the 3-drops are the most ferocious. Kato, he's got some powerful little tricks up his sleeve, man, and he's a ninja. My ninjas. So currently, Kato is sitting at $15.11. I don't think Kato's going to drop too much. I'm going with $10. Call me crazy, but I give him that because of the 3-drop Planeswalker. Shoot, I might even want to go with 14. No, I'm sticking with what I put down. You know what? Just to be fair, I'm going to go with 11. Although Kato, I think, has the most odds to increase in value, and me be utterly wrong. I would love to be wrong. We'll see. Then we have ourselves the old barricade, Crystal Barricade, giving you hexproof. That's the cool thing. But it's not like this thing, prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to other creatures you control is a key word. So as long as your opponent deals with this thing, that hexproof goes bye-bye, and your non-combat damage goes bye-bye too, preventing all that. So as long as they kick this thing off the curb, good to go. It's only a 2-drop though. I think that's a great little defense, for the against the burn decks and whatnot. I think that's pretty nice. So you're going to want to run that if you're running white and you're going up against competitive burn stuff. But right now, normal price, $10.47. Yeah, get the heck out of here. I'm going with $3 when the smoke settles. Now, again, a lot of these cards, the price is going to be determined based on competitive play and how well they do in standard. That's a big one. If they leap out and jump into another format, that's going to be a big factor in determining what happens with the value. So a lot of that I didn't really factor in. I'm kind of just throwing it out there. Herald of Eternal, from my experience playing Magic and my experience with pricing and where prices end up in a week or in a month and a half, 2 months down the road. Herald of Eternal Dawn. This may find its way in an Azorius control build where your opponent is just going to stall out the game. You can't deal with Herald of Eternal Dawn. And the card could very well jump in price. Right now, I think it's kind of reasonably priced. Currently sitting at, you see that? There we go. $7.70. Sorry if I didn't show that the first few times. There it is. $7.70 right now. I'm going to say this one doesn't lose too much value. I'm going to say $6. But this one, another card that has potential to jump in value just because if it finds that right synergy, and I'm pretty sure we're going to find that in Azorius builds, Zamone Paradox, Sculptor Foundations. This is another one of those cards. Double the number of each kind of counter on up to 2 target creatures and or artifacts you control. Doubling counters is sweet. Downside, this is a 4-drop. That's why I wasn't too fond of it. Currently, it's sitting at $7.94. If you hear static, I'm sorry. I don't know how to fix that. If anyone does know, please let me know. It's coming out of something. One of my ports. I know. $7.94 is where the current price tag is. I'm going to go with $4.25. I don't think it loses too much value. I think it sees a little bit of play. Gosh, I hope I'm wrong about so many of these. We're going to find out, though. Moving along, we have 9 Lives Familiar. Also, I'm going over some of the foils, too, and like other crazy variants of cards. We're not just sticking to just the normal cards. Here's 9 Lives Familiar. This card, a lot of hype around this initially. It came out at a starting price of $8. Market price has it at $3.11. It's a 3-drop. I just don't think... We get annoying cats, do some things. They put this at a rare. I think the 3-drop might be hindering it. If it was a 2-drop, heck yeah, maybe give it 2 black, and I could have seen, the price staying, up a little bit. But this is one of those cards I think is going to just drop in value a bunch. I have it at $1.75 in about 6 weeks from today. Dropkick Bomber. That's right. Other goblins you control get +1/+1. Until end of turn, another target goblin you control gains flying, and when this creature deals combat damage, sacrifice it. Comes with an Anthem ability. That's pretty good. It's a 2/3. It's a 3-drop. Goblins want to get on the battlefield quick and just beat the crap out of you, I don't know that this is going to be able to slot well in a lot of builds. For Commander, yeah, drop one of these in there. He is a creature. If this was like an enchantment and a 2-drop, wow, we'd have something on our hands there. Currently, price is sitting at $6.99. Is there not a foil version of this? Is this one of those special cards? Current price is $6.99. I have Dropkick Bomber dropping all the way down, drop kicking to $3. Let's move it along. Quilled Great Worm. All right. Trample, and whenever a creature you control deals combat damage during your turn, put that many +1/+1 counters on it. I like that, and this sucker keeps coming back. You may it could. You may cast this card from your graveyard by removing 6 counters from among creatures you control in addition to paying its other costs. There's one for sale, $3.21. Market has it at $6.21. Yeah. I think this is just one of those cards. It has no way to protect itself. It comes back, I guess, but it's not like it has hexproof. It's not like we've seen more powerful creatures that are green at 6, and I don't see it, man. It's currently $6.21. People are already like frowning on it. $3.21, trying to offload it. I have Quilled Great Worm chilling out at $4. I don't think it's going to lose too much value, just a little bit. I think this is a fair price, to be honest. Moving along. Now we're going to get into some fun stuff. I'm not going over every single card. Can't do that. I only have so much time here. But you can see on top where we're at moving along the line here. These are the mana foils. These are really, really neat. They remind me of the Phyrexian completed foils, which I thought were really, those took my breath away. Those were amazing. But I think they're going to be priced out according to those. And this is a powerhouse of a creature. This dragon is nuts. Doubling damage is just stupid. He's only a 5. I think a 5-drop is fair for him. And he's on a 3/5. Cool art, by the way, too. Right now, I have not seen this dip at all. It's $99.98. None have really sold for cheaper. Actually, I don't think it have any sold. Total of 2 sold, probably more than that. And everyone's asking $100 for this one. Now, I believe these mana foils, they're more common than some of the other foils, like the Fracture and whatnot. I put the Twin Flame Tyrant, I might kick myself in the arse, at $55. It's currently at $100, and it's been holding that price since launch. We'll see where that ends up. It's a really good creature, man. So I do like that one. One of my favorites from the set. Now we go on to Loot Exuberant Explorer. This is the borderless mana foil as well. I think this card is going to lose a lot of value. I'm not saying it's a bad card. I'm just saying where the price is going to end up. Currently sitting at $79.99. You see that right here? $79.99. I have this foil, this mana foil, dropping all the way down to $23. That's where we're at. And I have my reasons are, it's just the hype train is crazy right now and the prices are inflated. It's that simple, and I have a looking glass. We're gonna see how right or wrong I am, man. If I hope I'm wrong, because if I'm right, It's not gonna make for a good clickbaity title, you know. I was right, you were all wrong, or I was right. Well, no one wants to click a video like that. So I hope I'm wrong on everything. Doubt it. Gata, Primal Hunger, Man of Foil. This is a cool card. One of my favorites. That one that Gata still hasn't emailed me, man. Actually, I got to check my email. I haven't looked at it in 2 days, but it's been like over a week and a half. Anyway, moving along. Gata, Primal Hunger. Dude, love this card. Beast mode. His regular copies are going for like $4. This is sitting at, right now, $52.78. Now, arguably, this is a really, really neat variant, you know, foil for Gata. This is how you bling. If you want to bling out your deck, you're running these mana foils because, man, they look hot. You guys like the mana foils? I just let me hear your feedback and let me know what you think of these prices too. But I think they're pretty dope. Like, not everyone agrees with me though. Gata, I have him sitting at a price of $20. And I was hesitant to put $20. I mean, but I think 20 is cool. I think it's fairly priced. You can see right now people are selling them at $39 and $50. That's pretty crazy. I'm making some very bold claims here, guys. Mossborn Hydra. How could I not have Mossborn Hydra on the list? Someone selling for $20.34. That's the cheapest price you can get yourself one of these. He enters with the +1/+1 counter. It's got landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, double the number of +1/+1 counters on this creature. It's just on this creature. It only pumps up Mossborn Hydra. If it pumped up everything else, that'd be cool. If it did something to splash on your team, that'd be cool. Now, this card's going to synergize well with that other one where, you know, you're going to run them in the same deck. Where is he at? Well, this one as well, you know, Zamon. But more so is going to be Quilled. Great Worm. They will complement each other very, very nicely. Oh, getting ahead of ourselves. So I have Mossborn Hydra losing a bunch of value. He's going to be sitting at $12. And you know what? That's probably generous, dude. That's probably generous. He will most likely end up. I'm changing that right now. I'm going to put him at $7. Final answer. $7 for the Mossborn Hydra Mana Foil. I'm out of my mind. I know. Blasphemous Edict. I think this card's cool. You can pay the Swampy, the black mana, rather than pay the spell's mana cost if there are 13 or more creatures on the battlefield. If there are 13 or more. Okay. Go wide, baby. Go wide or go home. Each player sacrifices 13 creatures of their choice. It's a board wipe, right? It's a board wipe. I mean, it's that simple. I like that it's a one-drop wrath for just... come on, not many times you're going to deal with people with 13, you know, creatures out there. Unless you get running Scute Swarm Mutate kind of craziness, you know, or I don't know, spamming soldiers or whatever have you. This card's up there, man. $58.46 right now is where we're at. Wow, that's a lot. Lowest prices, 43. These are near mint foil. How do you already have it in lightly played? Asking for a friend. How is it already in light plate? Like, did you open it up, or were you not smart with how you opened it? Accidents happen, I guess. Maybe the guy played it himself. Who knows? Blasphemous Edict. Not to be confused with Blasphemous Act. $30. I have this one kind of holding a decent price. I don't think it's going to go too crazy down. I think people are going to really want this card, and it's gonna slot well in certain decks. So there you go, and against certain opponents for sure. Now here's the mana foil Quilled Great Worm. $59.95 is where it's at right now. I have it's at $49.99. There we have it. $49.99. I have this dropping down quite a bit. Quilled is going to go to $26, and I don't even know that I feel comfortable at $26, but people have high hopes on this. Maybe because it's a mythic, they think that these prices, or they can ask a whole lot of money right now. It's pre-release, whatever. I have it dropping down to $26. Final answer. Let's move it along. Banner of Kinship. Cool card. Really is. I'm not a fan of the 5, but I think they had to make it a 5 drop. When this artifact enters, choose a creature type. This artifact enters with a fellowship counter on it for each creature you control of the chosen type. Creatures you control of the chosen type get a +1/+1 for each fellowship counter on this artifact, so it just gets bigger and bigger. It can get quite out of control. This one's a nice card. It's pretty dope. I think it's not going to lose too much value. I have it at $27 right now. You can see people like I'll just scroll down to this from now on. $40 is where it's at right now. Is the lowest asking price for Banner of Kinship. Let me know your thoughts on these cards as we go. You know, if you think I'm completely wrong or stupid about something, let me know. Let's do this. Time to butcher some stuff. So we have the very first time in Foundations. Our very first time in Magic, where they released an exclusive, just anime, where that's the only version of that card printed. There's no other version of Shrewfrus right now. There's no regular version out there. It's anime or nothing. That's never happened before. Some of you said War of the Spark. It's happened there. It did not, because there are regular versions, and then there's the anime alternate art version. Where with this, that's it. Shrewfrus, that's your copy. That's it. Only in Jumpstart, okay? So first time Magic's ever done this, right? A lot of hype around these. Holy smokes, man. $19.94, as you guys can see, is the current going or selling or asking price. I have this dropping to $8. I don't think people understand. Boxes right now are about $105, $110. They're not going to hold up. These anime cards, now, mind you, like they are kind of scarce, but what we opened a bunch of anime cards, I think, in the two Jumpstart boxes I opened. I can't recall exactly the average. You have to go back and watch one of the videos. I'll drop the other one soon, but it seemed like a good amount I was getting out of them. But then again, you do have to buy an entire box at $110, but there's other cards, you know, in the Jumpstart that are good. So here's Gorog, the Red Reaper. You ever eat like a hot ghost pepper or anything like that? Or was it the California? Why am I saying California Reaper? Carolina Reaper? You ever done that before? Anyway, hot stuff. I like spicy foods, but not that hot where I can't enjoy it. All right, here we go. So this is Gorog, the Red Reaper. Again, I have him tankarooing, man. He's at $22 right now. That's the market price. The absolute low right here. $22. The whole cowards and can't block warriors thing, I get how this card is. You know, attacking warriors you control get +X+0, where X is the number of cowards your opponents control. You're making your opponents cowards. It's kind of like the whole idea behind this. I don't think there's enough stuff with the cowards and warriors and crap. There's not enough powerful warriors out there. There's some, but not enough. I don't think it has enough to really make a splash. It's gonna get played for sure. You know, these are cool cards. These anime art cards. You know, and they made them powerful, but. Market price is $28.97. Lowest asking is $22. This card I have dropping to $13. I don't think it's going to lose crazily too much value, though. I think it's kind of neat. Then we have Near Div. Near Div. Whenever near Div, Devious Diver becomes tapped. Target player mills cards equal to its power. Okay. Whenever you cast a spell from your graveyard or activate an ability of a card in your graveyard, draw a card and put a +1/+1 counter on Near Div. So it's going to obviously slot into a specific deck. Right now, lowest asking price is $24.96. I have this card and the normal right now. Wow, market price is $37.89, a recent sale of $27. I got Near Div taking the big old dip down to $13. I think these are still going to be sought after cards. And now this is the only version. One thing that could hold them up in price, honestly, I could be way wrong about these anime cards. You can't pull them in collector boxes. You can't pull them in a play booster. You can't pull them in a bundle, a pre-release pack. You can't pull them in anything else other than Jumpstart. So because of that, that is possibly what's going to keep these cards' prices up. But I think once the market gets flooded with them, and there's going to be a lot of them. I have this card sitting at $13, and currently it's at $37. Yeah. Rev, Tithe Extractor. Now this is a cool card, man. 4-drop, whenever you attack, target creature gains death touch till end of turn, and whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a treasure token, and then look at the top card of that player's library and exile it face down. You may cast that card. Okay, a whole lot of stuff. You may cast it as long as it remains exiled. Again, one of these anime cards from the Jumpstart. Currently, market value is $33.14, and the lowest asking price is $29.96 with shipping factored in there. I got Rev not taking too big of a plunge, but a plunge nonetheless. $18 is where Rev will settle. Gata, Font of Hope. What is going on with Gata? Can we pause for a second? What is happening with Gata? I get the whole Streets of Capanna thing and the etched foil. It was like the only like cool like etched foil. The etched foil like was like special to her and like one or two other cards from that set. And now they went all out, man, with Gata Font of Hope. I mean, Gata is not rare to just this. I'm sorry. Hold on. I had to just double check something. Yeah. So Gata right now is currently sitting at $4.71 from the list reprints. Streets of New Capenna, where she was first printed, $3.97 for the showcase version. Foundations is at $2.07. $2.07. I, for the life of me, cannot understand why these prices are so ridiculously high. On this mana foil is like through the roof. It makes absolutely no sense to me. I have her taking a huge plummet. She's at $33.44. Market price, well, they're asking $35. Market price is at $56.49. No, bad. Gata, I'm putting it $16 and I'm sticking to it. She might even go lower. You know what? Oh God, I really want to do this. We're gonna go at $14. She might go lower. All right, we're going to go at $14. I have her taking the biggest plunge. Everth, Viceroy of Plunder. We pulled both Everth and we also pulled, we pulled Gornog too. I think I pulled 2 Gornogs, no Shrewfuses. And we also opened Rev. Pretty neat. So, cool. 44 right now. Currently $56.30 is the market price. Selling at $43.44. This is a sick little card, though. Everth. I have her taking a bit of a dip. $25. And I think that might be kind. She might end up at 20. But again, she is a nice creature with the sacrifice built into her, and then pumping her up, and then benefiting and dealing that damage. It does a lot. And it's to each opponent. So, I mean, this is going to make you everyone's enemy. Or if you build this thing up big enough, you can end a commander game just like that, you know, in the blink of an eye and just take everyone out. That's kind of cool. Because a commander, I put her at $25. Yeah, respectfully, I think 25 is a good price on her. All right, moving along. Oh, this is fun. You guys ready? Fractured Foils time. Let's go. It's your boy. Day of Judgment up here. $200. This is a awesome wrath. Okay, destroy all creatures. It's as simple as that. They can be regenerated. Near mint foil. I have not seen this dip under $200. This is one that has stayed current at stayed at the sticking price of $199 when it first came out. It's a staying price. Nope, I got this going down. It's not going to be as bad as some of these. Day of Judgment, $110 is where I have it plummeting to. $110 from $200. Think Twice. This is an uncommon that has been around for a long time. Think Twice, the fractured foil version. All right. Its price this is the near mint foil Japanese. Let's go with, nope, that's it. You only get it in Japanese. Okay. Think Twice, yeah, here's English. Okay. Think Twice is at $99.88. No, $99.98. I don't think there's a chance in hell it's going to. No. This card, I have Think Twice dropping all the way down. I'm changing it. I'm going to put it at, maybe not. I'll leave it. $70. $70. I'm sticking to it. This one was hard. Progenitus, because I love this card. One recently sold for $150. A near mint foil. They're asking $214. Awesome card. That protection from everything. Card's been around forever and a day. What was it, Alara Reborn it came out? Market price is at $191.66. And there's one available right now. $214.50 is that asking price. Progenitus. Awesome card. I think that's what's going to keep the price up on it. I have it at $115 right now. Is $115 good? I think it is. I'm going to stick with $115. I think as people like it. Dude, that artwork is sick. That's my favorite art. I want this card. It's the only fractured foil I want. Is this card art that is just sick as all hell. Baller on a budget. All right, moving along. Herald of Eternal Dawn, Fractured Foil. This card, through the roof, $300 right now. Again, you can't lose the game and your opponents can't win the game. It's a mythic. Now, I wonder, with Fractured Foils, I mean, I don't think that matters. They all, if they're mythic, if they're rare, if they're uncommon, I think they are all evenly distributed. I believe so. That's another thing that could change some prices. Sometimes they have like a little bit of a shorter print run on certain cards. I mean, obviously there's a short print run on these Fractured Foils, but $295, as you can see right now, everyone's selling it at that price. Hot no. This one's taking a big dip. From $295, I have this one in 6 weeks. I have it at $155. I'm going to go $140. Gosh, I want to go lower than that. Now I'll stick with $140. God, that's, I don't know. All right, $140. We're sticking to it. $140. Tyrant Flame. Twin Flame Tyrant. Again, a really cool card. Love this card. This one's taking the least beating in my opinion. I think this card's price is going to be up there. Foil, $305 is the market price. Near mint foil Japanese right now $250. $250. I have this one dropping to only $165. I think this is going to be one of the more sought after ones out of all the Fractured Foils. I might be nuts, but I think this one's going to be up there. Watch it drop to like $80. Oh my gosh. All right, moving forward. Doubling Season, the card we pulled, and you all said I clicked, well, some of you did. I clickbaited the title. Well, at the time, Doubling Season was, it had $200,000 was the lowest asking price. I go on eBay, there was one guy that had one, he was asking $1,900 for, and there was one on here for $2,000. I knew the price wasn't it's not a $2,000 card, but you know, views are cool. Views keep things flowing, and to be fair, that was an honest title for that day. It was a $2,000 card at that point. Now at $800, you got to be out of your mind to spend that. Pay no attention to this market price, $55. They have no clue what they're talking about. Aren't even for sale right now? Yes. So we have sales of $800 to $1,000 for this card. This is taking a huge dip if you think it's going to maintain that. I have this at $375 6 weeks from now, on the 20th of December. We shall see. Then we have a Johnny's Pride Mate. We're going to move into some uncommon territory really quick. For those of you, we already went over the cream of the crop stuff. Now we're on to the littler stuff. So here's a Johnny's Pride Mate from Foundations. $890, the alternate art variant. It's the anime variant. The only place you can get it. It's amazing. I have this taking a big plunge. $3. $3 is going to be a Johnny's Pride Mate. Right now they're selling at $8.90, respectfully. Moving along. We have Sinette, Jelly Drover. When it enters or dies, create a 1/1 blue jellyfish creature token with flying. Creatures you control with flying get +1/+1. Nice, but it's a 4-drop. Nobody cares. No, Commander does. Market price is $70.67. What are you high? Right now, $19.90 is the lowest asking price. I have this dropping to $8. $8. Yep, I think it could go lower. Honestly, I think these all could. Here's Wriggling Grub from Foundations, another uncommon. This one's pretty cool. I mean, you kill it, and it comes back with 2 more. It's like 3 1/1s for 2. It's pretty legit, man. Right now, it's $3, and I think there was some recent price sales below that at $250. But I do have the Grub. I think it's a cool card, but I have it at $1.75. I don't think it's that cool of a card. It's really going to make a huge impact, obviously, with Standard, but outside of that, not really. Here's Revenge of the Rats. Near mint, 59 cents currently. Market price is at 90 cents for this. I have Revenge of the Rats going to 45 cents. 6 weeks from today. Swiftfoot Boots. All right. Right now, Swiftfoot Boots. It's a great card. It's iconic almost. You know, it kind of is. $4.12 for a near mint copy, foil free. I have Swiftfoot Boots going to $4.50. I don't think it's going to move much. In fact, it's probably going to go up a tiny bit. Well, it's going to dip from the market at $5.59. I have it at $4.50. The foil version, $3.59. I mean, craziness, man. I have it at $4.50. I think I said in a video $3.75 or something. We'll see. But yeah, that concludes today. Let me know your guys' thoughts. If you think I'm too far off at these prices, let me know. When I do the recap video, it'll be under like 10 minutes. It'll be rather quick. But this, I just wanted to cover a bunch of cards. If I missed any cards, which ones, maybe I'll do another video. But let me hear your thoughts. Do you think I'm right on some of these? Think I'm wrong? Where do you think prices are at? I'd love to hear about it. Thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, subscribe and hit that like button. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Skadoosh.